I've been really intrigued by the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6, but here in 2022, supply chain problems, we can't even test drive or even see. None of the dealers have them. You got to pay for them before you can even drive it. So when we traveled to visit our daughter in San Francisco, we were able to find one on TURO, the Kia version of it, and we gave it a good test drive. We wanted to see if we could go from San Francisco to Yosemite National Park. We made it, and we learned a lot along the way. I think this is the reality, and that is this is all broken up, but at least it sort of works. This one just was the DC fast charger and dead as a doornail. And this is the kind of not quite ready for prime timeness. We just start topping the Kia up because this is one of the things that we didn't want to get out on the road and be way low and then find that the charger doesn't work where we're going. So that's an issue. But the car has been great.
How much did it cost again? I'm sorry.
It was $9, and it got us from 200 miles to 245 miles. Now, that 45 miles cost us $9, so the equivalent should have been about a gallon and a quarter, or about, even at $4 a gallon, that's less than $6. So that was not a great deal. Well,
maybe we're in San Francisco and
maybe.
Electricity is.
I have no basis for comparison.
Yeah.
I do really like this. It says I pedal feature. You can see you can adjust the level of regenerative braking with the paddle shifters here. And with this I pedal max, it's truly one. So we're going down a really steep hill, and I just let off on the gas. And no matter how steep the hill, even here in San Francisco, which has the steepest hills ever, it comes to a stop without touching the brake. And that's pretty cool. But we have the cruise control on and the lane keeper or whatever, so I've got my hand close, but it's totally slowing down now. Oh, this car's gonna go in front of us. Let's see what happens. It's adjusting its speed. Hands on the steering wheel. Yes, sir. Cool. Wow, 110 degrees and very cool in here, huh?
Very cool.
Is it? Well, we're plugged into this charger in Ripon, and unfortunately, I got two of them, and they're both giving me an error on the payment. Authorizing payment and payment error. Ugh. Well, that sucks.
In 1 mile, take exit 230 on the right to Beckwith Road.
So the next one that we were going to go to was also out of order. So we're going to try the third one. Now we're down to 100 miles. We're at another charging station. But it's, again, it's 104 degrees out. You can't read the credit card reader because the display doesn't work. I'm trying to sign up for EV which is the app, but it's not, let's see if it's not signing up. What a pain in the ass. Well, it says it's verified now. You can't, again, super sunny, but you can't read anything on this. Let's see if it verifies it. I don't know if it wants me to pull it out. How was it easy?
Okay, it was fine.
It only took us like 20 minutes
Okay, the thing is, use the app. That's what we learned. Our friend told us that. Use the app.
They're very friendly here. All right, we're pretty sure it's charging now. It says it's only a 50 kilowatt charger because all the other ones were broken. So it says it's going to take 52 minutes to get to 90%. Thankfully, we're like at a mall. So we're gonna go into the mall, but oh my god, what a pain in the ass. Okay, and this guy with the bolt, his machine, I don't know if you can see it, shows all the information about the charging. Our machine doesn't show jack. Alright, we're all charged up. What were the stats?
Okay, the final session cost was $16.95. Energy dispensed 46.009 kilowatts. Thank
Okay.
you for visiting Brenna.
Thank you, Brenna.
Thank you, Brenna.
So I love the automatic bright dimmer. See that? Watch, and it'll brighten up again as soon as we get past there. All by itself. That's a cool feature. Right, Aim?
Yep, love it.
I guess I don't understand the key situation. It knows I'm here when I walk up to it, but it doesn't unlock the door. So, let me see. Sometimes it knows it here. And the back door, there. So it's beeping. Oh, I don't know what that means. And then the mirrors go out. But then this door handle, which sucks, it's still locked. If I go around the back, the trunk just randomly opens sometimes if I just stand around it. I don't know. There. But the door doesn't open unless you unlock it, which it's got to be a setting, but I didn't see it. So that's how we get in. This is a fantastic feature. This place for your phone, and it's a wireless charger. You just put your phone on it and it'll start charging, which is great. The downside is that it's a very low amperage charger, so it's almost one of those things where it takes, if you're using your phone for something, directions or something, it'll almost take as much power as it'll generate, so it hardly gets charged up.
So we're just outside of Yosemite. I got all set, got the apps downloaded for the chargers. Got to the chargers. Take a look what we got. Someone chopped the cords off. Say it's unavailable. Available. Alright, so we found ones with cords. Now, in a gas station, you don't have to stand out in the rain and do this. Not so much here. Hopefully the app now that I've downloaded from Electrify America will get us up to the 250. Alright, I'm going to give it a shot. Well, now that's more like it. I didn't have to do anything but plug it in, and it did it all by itself. It's given 100, it's ramping up, 152, 155, 160, 165. It says we got 15 minutes left until it gets to 80%. We were down at like 35%, 36%. Let's see how far we go here. We're at 100. That's fun. So it's charging us 43 cents a kilowatt, and it's going to put in, let's see, it's 77, so it's roughly 40 kilowatts. So 40 times 40, well, we'll see. Well, that was a much more pleasant experience. It only, 15 minutes, I think. We charged it all the way up to 90. Once it got up to 80, it slowed down quite a bit. So we're going to stop at 90% charge. See what happens. I guess just turn it off. I don't know. There. How's that? 18 bucks for about 150 miles worth of range. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't really care. It was 19 minutes. 45 kilowatts delivered. So we're going to stop.
Yes.
So curvy road, no hands.
Should I show your hands?
Sure. Get back in there. Come on. You can do it. Curvy road, no hands. Let's see how far it's going to the next curve. See hands.
A little nerve-wracking for the passengers, everybody. Just a little bit.
Let's see if we can do this corner. This
My
one's tricky.
Jesus,
Nope.
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 crazy.
This screen is easily blocked by the steering wheel, but look where my hand is, and look where the speedometer is, and this is the view that I have. You can't see it because it's back there. Same with the range on here. So the only two really important things on the screen are blocked when you have your hands at 10 and 2. Isn't that awful, Alice?
That's why you gotta have them at 9 and 3. Sorry.
Well, we made it. It's a bit smoky because it's on fire.
Wow.
There's El Capitan. Well, I love it when it works. I just plugged it in. I didn't even have to do anything else. It just knew when it's plugging in. We're just topping up so that we can hopefully get as far as we can from Yosemite to San Francisco. Going to 100%. It's interesting today. I'm getting on the same charger only 128 kilowatts. If I had to guess, it's because the battery isn't at the right temperature to accept the 250. Either that or just because it's so close to the 80%, it's already sort of ramping down before it even ramps up. I got about 220 miles to go. You can see I've got 220 miles worth of range. I want to run it up to 100%. It's not my car, so I'll do that. All right, we've got 195 miles to San Francisco, and it says we got 284 miles worth of charge. See if we can make it all the way without having to recharge till we get to the city.
Woohoo! We can do it.
I don't even. What's the point? It's not. So it's almost just easier to steer yourself. Provide some sort of input.
Maybe that's just on mountainous, curvy roads such as
No,
these.
it's everything. I was pretty excited about the self-driving on the Kia Hyundai.
Put your hands somewhere.
Like,
Put them on the wheel. Tap them. There you go. Beautiful.
But honestly, the steering part sucks because it not only makes you put your hand on the wheel, but you got to wiggle it back and forth every 10 seconds or it'll beep at you. The dynamic cruise control was fantastic. I like that. But the steering, nah, it just isn't worth it. Frustrating again. Now they're both used, sort of. That one's not working. This one's full, but nobody's here. Here I am at the next charging station after looking for about an hour, and they're both full. Someone's just camped out there. That one for the last hour. It's full, it's ready, but they're not there. I don't know if it's worth waiting or trying to find the next one. Well, I'm telling you, I guess if you lived in the city and you had to charge in public infrastructure, don't do it yet. It's not worth it. This was about an hour and a half to find a charger. I'm paying for parking underground, and I finally got one to work. So thank God for that. But it's just, it's ridiculous. Terrible infrastructure. Also, it sucks driving around in San Francisco. Our road trip was fine. I'll tell you, the car is fantastic. I love it. It's really fun to drive, especially on mountain roads. I can't stop thinking about it. And I drive a really nice car day to day, and this was just better, more fun. But the infrastructure is just not ready. There's no way, absolutely no way they can, especially California, convert to all electric fleet because they don't have the infrastructure. Even when we were there, it was so hot, there wasn't enough electricity to run the the air conditioners, and they were having rolling blackouts. Add all of the transportation fleet as electric, and you can't do it. There's not enough electricity generated. There's definitely not enough EV chargers around. I gotta say, my conclusion is if you live in the city and you don't have a garage with its own charger, don't do it. You can't rely on the public charging infrastructure in 2022. Maybe 8 years from now, but if you have to rely on public infrastructure, it's a hard pass right now. Other than that, though, the car was great. Take what you will. Bye.